On the evening of July 13th, the small town of Hoover, Alabama, was struck by a mysterious disappearance that garnered national attention. Carlee Nicole Russell, a 25-year-old nursing student, called 911 to report an unsettling sight, a toddler walking alone on an Alabama highway. However, when authorities arrived at the scene, they found her car abandoned, but no sign of the young woman herself. For 2 days, the community was gripped by fear and uncertainty as they wondered what had befallen the young woman. However, when Russell returned home on July 15th, the relief turned to confusion, and soon the truth behind her disappearance came to light. A kidnapping story full of holes. Who is Carlee Russell? Carlee Russell, a 25-year-old nursing student from Hoover, Alabama, was an ordinary young woman who made headlines when she went missing after calling 911 about a sighting of a child alone on the interstate. Little did anyone know that this disappearance would soon become a gripping mystery that captivated the entire nation. The disappearance. At around 9:34 p.m. on July 13th, Carlee Russell made a frantic call to 911 and a family member, reporting a child wandering alone on the interstate I-459 South. When law enforcement arrived at the scene, they discovered her red Mercedes still running, along with some of her belongings, including her phone, Apple Watch, and purse. However, there was no sign of Russell or the supposed missing child. Authorities confirmed that they had not received any other reports of a missing toddler in the area. Russell's mother, Talitha Robinson Russell, revealed that her daughter had called her brother's girlfriend while she went to check on the child. According to the girlfriend's account, Carlee asked the child if they were okay, but then suddenly screamed and the call was disconnected. The mysterious return. The disappearance had the community on edge, and the police launched an investigation to find Russell. 2 days later, on July 15th, to the relief of her loved ones, Carlee Russell returned home. The Hoover Police Department took her to a hospital for evaluation before obtaining her statement about the incident. The community greeted her return with a mix of joy and confusion, eager to hear the truth behind her disappearance. The unraveling of the kidnapping story. As authorities probed deeper into the case, Carlee Russell's initial abduction story began to raise doubts. She claimed that a man emerged from the trees and forcibly kidnapped her after she stopped to help the child on the road. He allegedly took her in a vehicle and later transferred her to the trailer of an 18-wheeler. However, as the investigation continued, several inconsistencies emerged. Detectives found that Russell had moved at least 600 yards down the highway while on the phone with 911, contradicting her claim of being kidnapped immediately after stopping her car. Moreover, it was discovered that Russell had searched online for information about Amber Alerts, the movie Taken, booking a bus ticket to Nashville, and how to commit theft undetected. These findings raised even more suspicions about the veracity of her story. The revelation. The mounting evidence against Russell's kidnapping tale and the public backlash prompted her boyfriend, Tomar Latrell Simmons, to defend her on social media. He pleaded for an end to the bullying that Russell faced online. However, on July 24th, Russell's attorney, Emory Anthony, revealed the truth to the public. In a prepared statement, he confessed that Carlee Russell had fabricated the entire abduction story. She had not encountered a child on the side of the road and had not left the Hoover area during her absence. Russell acted alone, and she expressed her apologies to the community, the volunteers, the Hoover Police Department, and her friends and family. Impact on the community. The revelation of Carlee Russell's hoax left the community of Hoover, Alabama, bewildered and disheartened. What began as a concerning disappearance with a supposed abduction of a child turned into a complex web of lies that shook the community's trust in public safety and truthfulness. Law enforcement officials and volunteers dedicated their time and resources to search for Russell, and the incident diverted attention from other potential cases and emergencies. The public's fear and concern for the safety of their community were heightened during those 2 days of uncertainty, causing unnecessary anxiety and stress. The incident also raised questions about mental health and the need for appropriate support systems for individuals experiencing emotional distress. Carlee Russell's decision to fabricate the kidnapping story hints at deeper underlying issues that need to be addressed with empathy and understanding. Mental health awareness campaigns and support programs can play a crucial role in encouraging individuals to seek help when needed and preventing such incidents in the future. Learning from the incident. As the community heals from the aftermath of this unusual event, it serves as a reminder of the importance of truth and integrity in reporting such incidents. False claims can divert vital resources from genuine cases and hamper the efforts of law enforcement and volunteers. Authorities must remain vigilant in distinguishing between real emergencies and fabricated stories to ensure the safety and well-being of the community. Additionally, this case highlights the need for open discussions about mental health, removing the stigma associated with seeking help, and providing accessible resources for those in emotional distress. By fostering a culture of empathy and understanding, individuals might feel more comfortable reaching out for help before resorting to deceptive acts. The public reactions to the Carlee Russell kidnapping hoax were varied and intense. When news of her disappearance broke, the community of Hoover, Alabama, and people nationwide were deeply concerned and rallied together to support efforts to find her. The community members, friends, and family members organized search parties, shared information on social media, and distributed missing person flyers to aid the search. During the 2 days that Russell was missing, fear and anxiety gripped the community. Parents were on edge, especially those with young children, worried that a potential kidnapper might still be at large. The incident sparked conversations about safety, security, and the vulnerability of young people. When Carlee Russell returned home unharmed, there was initial relief and joy among her loved ones and supporters. However, as details about the alleged kidnapping started to surface, public sentiment shifted rapidly from concern and empathy to confusion, anger, and disappointment. Once it became apparent that Carlee Russell had fabricated the entire abduction story, the community's response turned to outrage. Many people felt betrayed by her deception, especially considering the emotional turmoil they had experienced during the days she was missing. People who had dedicated time and resources to search for her felt their efforts had been wasted, and they expressed frustration and disillusionment. On social media, discussions about the hoax were widespread, with some expressing sympathy for Russell, citing mental health issues or personal struggles as possible reasons for her actions. Others, however, were less forgiving and condemned her for wasting public resources, diverting attention from real missing persons cases, and damaging the credibility of future victims who might come forward with genuine stories. Public reactions were not limited to the community of Hoover, Alabama. The case had garnered significant national attention, leading to discussions in the media about the potential consequences of false claims and the importance of truthfulness in reporting emergencies. The incident served as a cautionary tale about the need to verify information before sharing it widely, as well as the impact of hoaxes on public safety and trust in law enforcement. Law enforcement officials and volunteers who had dedicated time and effort to finding Russell also shared their frustration, emphasizing the importance of addressing mental health concerns with appropriate resources and counseling rather than resorting to deceitful acts. The curious case of Carlee Russell's alleged kidnapping hoax left the community of Hoover, Alabama, shaken and disillusioned. What started as a missing person report turned into a tale of deception that had significant repercussions on the community and law enforcement efforts. As the story of Carlee Russell fades from headlines, it should serve as a poignant reminder to society about the importance of honesty and the potential consequences of false claims. The incident calls for continued efforts in fostering a community that values truth, empathy, and mental health awareness. By learning from this event, we can strive for a safer and more compassionate society that supports those in need while ensuring that genuine cases receive the attention and resources they deserve. Ultimately, through reflection and collective effort, we can emerge stronger and more united in the face of adversity.